To my kitchen, it is time for episode number 2 of our summer barbecue series. Now today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious tikka spiced spatchcock chicken. We're going to make a sagaloo potato spinach salad and a buckwheat salad with peach, pomegranate and herbs. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Okay, so spatchcock chicken, it sounds complicated, it's not, and it is the best way to cook on these beautiful barbecues. Now this is our charbroil, it is a gas to coal, which means I can cook on gas or charcoal, whichever I choose, whichever is most appropriate for the time of year or whatever we're doing. If you want to win one of these, you can. Tune into the end of the program and I will show you how to enter a competition to win a barbecue exactly like this from our friends at Charbroil. Okay, so first of all, time for the chicken. Now, Masterclass have brought out these lovely barbecue equipment that I'm using throughout the whole series, okay, and this box is absolutely perfect for marinating up pieces of meat. It's very clever, it's got like little dimples in there that you can put your skewers on so that you can chill everything down, keep it all nice and safe, bring it out to the barbecue and ready to go. So let's spatchcock this chicken, okay? It is simple. Everyone gets a little bit intimidated because they're not quite sure how to do it, but let me show you a simple way, okay? So we're just going to turn the chicken over and the back runs down there, so we're going to cut down each side, okay? Don't cut all the way through the chicken, just through that backbone. Okay, and it comes out really easy. Just nick that skin there.
It's something you could ask your butcher to do.
Totally. If you are buying from a butcher, he will do this, he or she will do this for you, no problem at all. But it is dead easy. You can do it with poultry scissors or you can do it with a knife. So I've got 20 centimeter cook's knife. From Masterclass, it's the Edge Keeper. I use them all the time. Okay, so you turn it over and just flatten it. See, now we've got an even thickness of meat throughout the chicken, so it's going to cook much better on the barbecue, all right? So I have actually also got a beautiful wine to match for this dish, a Rosé Malbec from Beefsteak Club, to show you a little bit later. A lot of people ask what is the best wine to go with spicy food, and the Rosé Malbec is absolutely delicious. It's the perfect wine for it, and I'll show you that in a bit when we're cooked. So, chicken breast, chicken thigh and leg. Now leg and thigh always take much longer to cook, so we're going to have a little trick where we can speed that up a little bit. So just take your knife and cut down against the bone. Okay, and that's going to open up the leg and the thigh, which means it's going to cook quicker. All right? And then we've got the breast here. All I do is just a little cut there, sort of horizontally. Not all the way through, but just enough to let some heat in and some flavour in. All right? So it's almost ready for the barbecue. I have got my blend of spices that is my go-to blend. I use it for loads of different things. I've got it in my new book, Peter Sidwell's Kitchen. You can get your own copy from our website, petersidwell.com, if you want to buy the book. But here's how I make my spice blend. Right, so that's how you make the spice blend. Make more, keep it in a jar all the time. You will use it for so many different things. We're going to use it on the chicken. I'm also going to use it on the potato sagaloo salad as well. So just give it a nice little sprinkle over those cuts as well, because we want to get it right in there. I'm going to flip it over and get it on the other side as well. Now, oil. This is a really clever little oil bottle. It's got garlic and rosemary in there as well. And I'm just going to oil up the chicken, which is going to help me get lots of flavour in there. So now we rub the spices into the chicken and make sure we get all the flavour.
Is there any other spices you could use on?
Yeah, I mean, you could buy just like your own, you could buy a paste if you like. I like this mix because it's in my cupboard, it's always ready. I know what's gone in it and I know how versatile it is. And it's just a great combination of about, what was it, 8, 10 spices?
Yeah.
It was a while ago when we developed it, wasn't it? And it just serves us really well for so many different things. So that's it, okay? So what you could do is just pop that straight into your box and you could let that marinate up overnight if you wanted to, okay? But I'm going to wash my hands, I'm going to get it on the grill, we're going to get it cooking, and then we're going to make our salads. Right, so this chicken is all marinated up in our box. It is ready to go. So lift your grill up. It's at 250 degrees at the moment. So it's got a thermostat at the top, which tells you where what the temperature is, what's going on inside, which is brilliant. But obviously, when you lift it up, you're going to lose some heat. So the sooner you get it on, get it cooking, and get the grill back down, and get the hob back down, the better. Okay, so get your tongs, and we're just going to get this straight on the grill. Okay? Get it nice and flat. That's it, nice. And then let's season up with a little bit of salt. Get the lid down, get the heat trapped in, and then we're starting to turn this barbecue grill into an oven. Okay, right, potatoes. So let's recap. Chicken is cooking. Look, there you go, look at that. Spatchcock chicken, the perfect way to barbecue a whole chicken. Now, potatoes. We're going to make a lovely sagaloo style potatoes. Have you had sagaloo before, Emily?
I haven't actually.
No? So it's spinach and potatoes basically, and it's a traditional sort of Indian style dish. So I'm taking the inspiration from that. So my potatoes are cooked. Great to have a barbecue that's got a hob, which means you can cook everything outside. So I've just got my potatoes draining. It's really important that you get all the water out. So give them a little toss. And then I'm just going to get rid of that water. And we're going to make a dressing now for the potatoes. So a little bit of our spice mix in the bottom there.
Is there any potatoes that you could avoid for this type?
Jersey Royals. All you want to do is boil those and enjoy them. Okay, so you want a nice sort of, just a normal Maris Piper style potato. You could do new potatoes if you like, but what I like to do is cut them so that you get a nice surface area, so that we can barbecue that and flavour it all up. Whereas if you have a little sort of salad potato, it's all skin, it's all covered up, so it can't absorb flavour. So that's why we've done that. So, got tikka spice, we've got some olive oil in there. And then all we're going to do is put our potatoes in, right? And they're going to act like sponges. All I've got to do is just roll them around like that. Give them a toss, lift them up like that. You see how they're just sort of starting to coat now? They're going to be absolutely beautiful. Again, get this done the night before if you want to. Give yourself a fighting chance. Go for, if you've invited loads of friends around for a barbecue, get everything done and ready so that all you got to do is this bit. So you can kind of chill out, cook, chat, enjoy your evening or afternoon as well. So, we want to get another layer of flavour into this, okay? So, cut side on your potatoes, down on the grill. Yeah? This is why we use the cut potatoes rather than whole ones. Because otherwise we'd just get the skins crisping up. Whereas with this we get both. Okay? So just take your time.
Is it best to have your potatoes hot?
Just a little bit cooked. Because they want to absorb the flavour more. If you just did raw potatoes, the oil would just kind of sit around the potato. Whereas where they're part cooked, they're a little porous, so they want to absorb the flavour. It's a bit like roast potatoes. You can roast a raw potato, but I think they're better if they're cooked first in boiling water.
What else could you serve these potatoes with?
As in,
Is it just a good all-round side dish for your barbecue?
yeah, I think it's just a really lovely, like, spiced potato salad. You don't have to serve it with you could just serve it as is, or, do you know what it'd be nice with? Halloumi.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Oh, it'd be nice with some monkfish. Monkfish barbecues nicely, as long as you sort of barbecue it gently. If it's too intense a heat, you know, salmon works really well with spices as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use up a little bit of leftover roast chicken, you know, whatever takes your fancy, really.
Yeah.
Right, there's the last one on there. Perfect. Right. Right, what I'm also going to do is take a lemon, okay? And we're going to grill that lemon, cut side down, so it takes the acidity away, but gives you that kind of jamminess. And we're going to make our dressing out of that, okay? So we will put our bowl on there, and we'll get some dressing in there. A little bit of olive oil. We've got some olive oil in here. We just want, like, what's that? 1/4 teaspoon of your spice in there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of our parsley that we're going to go with the other salad. And I'm just going to chop that up. That can go in there. And then we'll just season that up as well. A little bit of sea salt, a little bit of pepper, and that is ready to go. Now we've got our spinach ready, but I'm not going to add it until everything is ready. I'm going to add the lemon juice and the potatoes into here first, mix it all around, and then we finally add the spinach at the very end because we don't want it to wilt, okay? So we'll put that to one side. Now, let's get our bulgur wheat salad on. Do you eat bulgur wheat?
Not often, but I think, yeah.
Yeah. So, my theory is 1 handful per person, but I'm just eyeballing it really. There we go. And I'm just going to get some water. Now, couscous, you soak it in boiling water and it's cooked. Bulgur wheat and quinoa, or quinoa as you call it, don't you? Quinoa, Emily calls it. It's quinoa. Needs cooking. Quinoa needs to crack, so it splits the grain and then it's cooked. Buckwheat, you need to double the water and cook it till it's tender, okay? So that's your 3 wheats. Quinoa. Okay. I've got my bulgur wheat cooking. It's going to take about 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, once it comes up to the boil, it will be 5 minutes probably, and then it's tender and it's cooked, okay? Don't overcook it or it becomes a bit of a solid mass. Not great, okay? So, let's check out what's going on the grill. So look, those potatoes have just got a lovely colour to them. It's an amazing layer of flavour that you're going to get by doing this. Okay, so just take your time. What I would urge you to do as well is don't fiddle with them, don't mess about with them. Let them sit on the grill, let them get the colour and the flavour on there that you will from just grilling. It's a really lovely barbecue this, it's got a great heat to it. It's easy to cook on, to be honest. I'm really surprised how easy it is to cook, which is great. We'll just turn those ones over. So our lemons are just caramelizing lovely. I mean, just look at that. All the natural sugars are just sweetening and caramelizing. So you've got the acidity from the lemon, but it's not really harsh. It's a more rounded lemon flavor and it works really, really well. Right, chicken is cooking beautifully. It's time to turn it over, all right? So just lift it up and turn it, and you've got that lovely, because I've not moved it and I've not touched it, it's just got that lovely caramelized, seared, charred flavor on there. We're going to cook it on that side for about 8 or 9 minutes and then turn it back over again. Right, this chicken is ready to turn over. So it's really important that you just kind of keep your eye on it, because like the underside, where the rib cage is and all the bones, that's the bit that you can kind of let cook the most. So, you know, this side, you just got to cook it perfectly. I mean, look at that. It's crisped up, it's spiced, it's full of flavour. It's going to be the most delicious barbecue chicken you've had, honestly. So, potatoes are cooking. Let's move them in. So, straight into the bowl. I'm just going to grab those lemons. We'll put those on there to cool down, because that is going to make our dressing. So on with the potatoes. I found my favourite potato, Emily. Where is the best camera, Carlos, to show you this one?
Yeah.
This one. Look at that. That is just crispy and lovely. Right. So, we've got our potatoes there. Let's just close that, finish that chicken off. Now, our lemons, okay? You've just got the most beautiful, tangy lemon in there. Just chuck it all in. Don't worry about the seeds. Pick them out later, all right? Don't worry about it. And then just give the whole thing a lovely mix. So we've got our oil, we've got a little bit of spice, not too much, because it's already on the potatoes, isn't it? All right? That on its own is going to be amazing. We're going to let that cool down for a few minutes, and then we'll add the spinach so it becomes our sagaloo. Okay, so while that's cooling, let's get on with the quinoa. So, pop it on here. That's cooked, okay? So let's just drain it. Good thing about these bowls, these jugs and colanders, just straight in, lift it out, get all the moisture out, okay? Because you don't want it to be diluted and soggy. You want it to be fluffy, all right? Delicious, like so. Okay, right, we can get some lovely flavours into this now. Where is the best place for me to put that? There or there?
In the middle.
I'm going to be chopping.
Well, just put it away.
On here?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so first of all, let's get some red onion in here. So, nice and, it's important you chop it nice and fine, because otherwise everything will taste of onion. All right, you want it nice and flavoursome. So chop it nice and fine, and you will get an all-round savouriness from the onion. Pip's heard the chopping. Almost got your interest, hasn't it, Pip? Almost. It could be worth getting up and walking round, or it might not be. Okay, so let's get our onions straight in there. All right. Now, peaches. They're banging season in the summer, and they're absolutely amazing. They're good just to eat as they are, and they're really, really good in salads, okay? So all I'm going to do is just chop it up, chop it in half, and chuck it in, all right? Do all this last minute. You don't want it to sit there and fester, you want it to be fresh and vibrant. And don't stir it all together until the end. You want some peach pip? Yes, but I won't even get up.
Yeah.
I'll just let you feed me. Peach is good. It's really good, isn't it?
It tastes like summer.
Mmm. Our peaches.
I love peaches. They're one of my favourite summer.
They are good. When they're good, they're great, aren't they? When they're not, they're forgettable. Right, I've got a mix of seeds here. So I've got pumpkin seeds, I've got sesame seeds, I've got sunflower seeds. And then we've got pomegranate, all right? For me, I love pomegranate because it just adds so much vibrance to a dish. You get those like little pearls of flavour. And just cut it in half and just squeeze it, all right? So if I just cut that one in half, you see that? The best that you can mess about in loads of different techniques, just squash it and turn it like that, okay? And eventually, you just give it a little tap and you're getting all the seeds out. And then I just bust it open and then just sort of push the little pomegranate seeds out. Okay, that'll do. Right, let's bang that over there out of the way. Okay, now finally, let's just get some fresh parsley in here. Okay, where's my knife? Here it is. Just for a little bit of freshness. In that goes. Lovely. And then we've got some olive oil. And that'll give it a sort of silkiness. And then half a lemon. So we've got our salad dressing balance now of olive oil, lemon juice. Give it a good squeeze. The bulgur wheat will just soak up all this flavour. Okay. And then in with a spoon. I've just dressed it in the pan that I've cooked the bulgur wheat in. Okay. Beautiful. Still warm. And that warmth will just bring the sweetness out of the peaches. Okay. Let's get a plate. And then we just serve it up. And this can be done a couple of hours before you want it. And it'll be good to go. But I quite like serving it sort of at least room temperature. There we go. A pomegranate, why not? That is our bulgur wheat salad. Back to our sagaloo potato salad. So it's had just a few minutes just to kind of cool down a little bit, not too much, just to chill and relax. In with our spinach now, okay. Little drizzle of olive oil over the spinach. There we go. That gives you a really nice light dusting. And then just stir it up. All that beautiful flavour on those grilled potatoes. This is a potato salad like no other. All right? This is a potato salad and something. You're going to love this one. No salad will be the same. Right, I think chicken will be cooked, okay? Now, the key to checking a spatchcock chicken is cooked, I use a digital thermometer. Masterclass have brought one out for barbecuing. It's really handy. You can just stick it in your pocket. It's easy to have and use. If you're going to cook poultry, go 75 degrees Celsius, okay? It's really important. And when you are taking the temperature, don't take it that way, okay? Don't take it vertically. Go in horizontally. Go in on the actual thigh, and you're looking for 75 plus. I've got 77 degrees, 78, 82, over 80 degrees Celsius. I know that's cooked. we are good, we're safe. 75 degrees C is the magic number that you're looking for on poultry. When we do steaks, we'll talk rares, medium rares, well dones, all that sort of stuff. So, there you go. That is a beautiful tikka spiced spatchcock chicken. We've got a wonderful bulgur wheat salad with peach and pomegranate, and we've got sagaloo potato salad. Now that is a serious barbecue. Now if you want any of the recipes, go to petersidwell.com, you'll find them there. If you want to enter the competition to win this, make sure you like, share and comment on our feed as well as Charbroil UK's Facebook page, and we will enter you into a draw. Now I said earlier, the perfect wine for this kind of food, for spicy food, in my opinion, is a beautiful rosé. Now this is a Malbec rosé from Beefsteak Club. It is delicious. I've tried it many times and it is perfect with this kind of food, all right? So if this is the kind of food that makes you tick, you want to move up to the next level from barbecuing from burgers and bangers to something like this. It's not a big step, but it is a step. And then you want a nice wine to go with it, check it out, okay? So there you go. A beautiful barbecue, fit for a king, with a little bit of Malbec Rosé. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.